Listen, there's a point in life where something in you breaks so violently that the world stops recognizing who you were. A point where pain hits so deep that it kills the old version of you without asking for permission. And when that moment comes, people think you're weak. They think the pain destroyed you. They think you're finished. But what they don't understand is that moment wasn't your end. That was your rebirth. Because you can't kill a man who died inside long ago. You can only watch him rise again in a form you never expected. You walked through storms that were meant to bury you. You carried wounds that no one ever apologized for. You survived nights where even breathing felt like a battle. And somehow, you're still here, still standing, still breathing, still pushing. People see your calm, they see your quiet, they see that cold look in your eyes. But they don't know what it cost you to get here. They don't know the nights you broke silently, alone. They don't know how many times you almost walked away from everything. They don't know the version of you that died so a stronger one could live. And here's the part they'll never understand. Once you've died inside, once life has taken everything from you, once you've felt pain that reshapes the soul, you become untouchable. You become someone the world can't threaten anymore. What are they going to do to you? Hurt you? You've already felt worse. Break you? You've already been shattered. Leave you? You've already been alone. Nothing scares a man who's already stood in the ashes of his old life and rebuilt himself from scratch. They think you're quiet because you're weak, but you're quiet because you finally understand your power. You started moving different. You stopped chasing people. You stopped explaining yourself. You stopped looking for support. Because you realized nobody was coming to save you. You realized the world doesn't care about your pain, it only respects your comeback. And that's when the switch flipped. The moment you decided to stop waiting and start becoming. The moment you told yourself, if no one's going to fight for me, then I'll fight for myself. That's when the world created a problem it can't control anymore. The man you're becoming now, he's not built from comfort. He's built from scars, built from disappointment, built from betrayal, built from nights where you felt your soul shaking. The new you doesn't react emotionally. The new you doesn't break at pressure. The new you doesn't need validation. You move like a ghost now, silent, focused, dangerous. Nobody sees the war inside you, but everyone feels the energy when you enter a room. People don't understand what changed, but you do. You know exactly what died inside you and what was born in its place. You didn't become cold. You became unbreakable. Pain replaced your softness. Loss replaced your fear. Betrayal replaced your trust. And all of that created a version of you that refuses to be stopped. You work in silence now. You grind alone. You build without announcing anything. You're no longer chasing approval. You're chasing mastery. You're no longer trying to prove people wrong. You're proving yourself right. That's what happens when a man outgrows his weakness. That's what happens when a man realizes that the world only loves you when you win. So you decided to win relentlessly. They don't know you anymore, and that's a good thing, because the old you was too forgiving, too emotional, too available. The old you kept giving chances to people who didn't deserve access to your soul. But that version of you died silently, painfully, permanently. The new you is calculated. The new you is disciplined. The new you is built for war. Every day you wake up with a fire that can't be explained. Every breath you take carries the weight of everything you survived. You're not improving for attention, you're improving because you refuse to go back to who you were. People who once underestimated you are starting to feel something when they look at you now. A discomfort, a confusion, a fear. Because they can't manipulate you anymore. They can't break you anymore. They can't distract you anymore. You've outgrown their control. You've outgrown their opinions. You've outgrown the version of you they were comfortable with. They don't know how to deal with someone who's already faced destruction and came back stronger. A man who has nothing left to lose becomes the most dangerous man alive. You stopped reacting, you stopped explaining, you stopped caring about who left. Because once you've died inside, you understand something powerful. Nobody can take anything from you anymore. You learned to use your pain as fuel. You learned to use your heartbreak as fire. You learned to use your losses as lessons. You don't run from the dark anymore. You walk straight into it, because that's where the strongest version of you was forged. Every time someone doubted you, it added another layer of armor. Every time someone betrayed you, your vision got clearer. Every time life broke you, it rebuilt you sharper. Now, you operate differently. You don't fear failure. You expect it, you use it, you grow from it. You don't fear loneliness. You mastered it. You don't fear starting over. You've done it before. This is why people are starting to step back when they see you now. They can't figure out how you survived what should have destroyed you. They can't understand how you stayed silent while you rebuilt your whole identity. They can't understand how the same person who was struggling is now becoming unstoppable. But here's the truth they'll learn soon enough. The man you used to be is gone forever, and the one that replaced him is built for greatness. You're not just trying to win, you're meant to win. You're not just trying to survive, your comeback will be louder than everything that tried to silence you. You were never weak, you were just in the process of becoming someone they weren't ready for. Your silence is power. Your discipline is power. Your patience is power. Your pain is power. Everything you went through wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Life was shaping you. Life was hardening you. Life was removing distractions. Life was stripping away the wrong people. Life was teaching you how to stand alone, so when you finally rise, nobody can take credit for it. And you are rising, slowly, quietly, unstoppably. You're building a life that the old you couldn't even imagine. You're stepping into a version of yourself that terrifies your past. You're moving like a man who knows his worth now. You don't chase, you attract. You don't beg, you choose. You don't wait, you act. You don't complain, you work. And you're doing it all without noise. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you untouchable now. You're not coming back for revenge. You're coming back for redemption. You're coming back to prove to yourself that everything you went through had meaning. You're coming back stronger, colder, wiser. You're coming back with a fire that can't be put out. The weight you carry now, that's your power. The pain you carry now, that's your weapon. The silence you carry now, that's your advantage. No one sees the work, but they'll all see the result. No one sees the struggle, but they'll all see the transformation. When you walk into a room now, you carry a presence that wasn't there before. A heaviness, a calm intensity, a quiet warning. People don't understand it, but they feel it. They feel the energy of a man who lost everything and still refused to surrender. They feel the power of a man who rebuilt himself without asking for permission. They feel